We spent a lot of time researching and building a point system and using metrics that we know have never been used in the Fortnite card market. We know the community is going to love this, and we are glad to finally present to you the Highground's top 50 list, and we can't wait to hear what y'all think. Let's get into the video. Number 20 is Crystal. Man, Crystal was at the top of the world for a while. If y'all don't know, Booga, which is the one and only World Cup winner, and still is winning consistently. He had a rough patch in the FNCS Invitational, but I can see him bouncing back. This skin is iconic because of him, but she has dropped off a little bit. But if you do look at the usage rate, she's still in the top tier. She's still used heavily, and the scarcity of season 2 helps her out a whole lot. Beautiful card as well. Can't say enough about that. And she was released chapter 1 season 10, which was a very long time ago now. So great card.
Next, we have number 20, Omega. I'll let Rob knock this one out. This is one of his favorite cards.
Man, number 20 Omega. Like I've always said, I started off in chapter 1, season 3, but I refused to buy any skins. This was chapter 1, season 4 was the first time that I actually started running up and buying a lot of skins. And this was the tier 100 skin for chapter 1, season 4. This skin was a rough run, man. If y'all don't know, it has 4 different lights, and the top tier light is purple. And from what I remember, somebody did a video on it. It was equivalent. The only skin that was harder to get, or variant that was harder to get, was Gold Pilly. That's how hard it was, especially at that time. People weren't grinding to that level. And this is what the first time that people, when the next season came out, people made sure that they were equipped with it. But Omega is an iconic skin. Usage is there as well, but scarcity of Series 1, the bump with chapter 1 data, and just the overall battle pass and marketing is just a great card.
He's definitely one of those skins that if you're in game and you see one, especially with the purple lights, you take notice. Like you know, like something about to happen. Like I remember I was facing a squad. And I was like, oh snap, there's a Black Knight. Oh, there's a Renegade Raider. Oh, and there's a Meg with purple lights.
With
All
purple
on the
lights,
squad. And so like that's one of those skins that is just like known.
You know what pisses me off more about it is that with the purple lights, I always use the Minty X. And it would have been perfect, man. But my grind wasn't real back then. Not that real, at least.
If only you had the foresight to see how big Fortnite was going to be.
You know what I mean? Something simple, right?
Number 19, we have Cuddle Team Leader. This is a skin I've talked about like so much. Her usage is decent for a big pink bear with a giant head. But her marketing is top notch. Like Cuddle Team Leader is like heavily marketed. You have people who dress up as her. There's costumes. She's in a Series 1 set, so her scarcity is really, really high. She came out in season 2, chapter 1. Like that's OG, right? She's like one of the iconic skins of Fortnite. And I've been saying this, definitely going to get some kind of storyline in the future. They put so many sneak peeks inside her different loading screens. So like we know something's coming, but we don't know what. And if they ever take off her helmet like they have for some of the other bears, I think she'll turn into a lot sweatier skin. The only thing keeping her back probably from usage is her 2,000 V-Bucks cost.
Legendary skins don't do it. Don't run that much when it comes to that. I not to get off topic or to go too deep in this. Do you think it's Sid under there, or do you think it's Ramirez? Or do you like?
I have no. I think it's different. I think it's a whole different person.
Completely different.
They haven't. I think Sid is somebody. I think each bear is somebody different. Personally, I mean, I think they haven't released her helmet for a reason. Like if it was just Sid, they would have released the helmet on all of them.
That's true.
So I think it's somebody specific, and I just hope that we get a story about her one day.
Dope.
Number 18.
Definitely let you take this one.
Yeah, I have to take number 18 is Kuno. This is a skin that I love. I rocked this for a long time. I still do. She actually has a couple different styles. She has like a lava style. She also has like an all white style. Heavily used in both pubs and comp. I mean, it's a ninja, and people love ninjas. And her stance in this is amazing. The only thing holding her back, in my opinion, is probably that she's a Series 3 card. So her scarcity is a lot higher. I mean, a lot lower than some of the
and it sucked that the male skin was in in series 2. If they would have switched that, it would have been a
Yeah, the
pretty different conversation.
male skin's not nearly used as much,
Yeah,
and if they would have switched that, oh, I would have had a field day. I would have
yeah,
had Aura and I would have had Kuna, it
yeah,
would just have been amazing.
for sure.
Um, so
Uh,
yes, great skin.
Let me add on to that real quick.
Yep.
Also, Kuno was worn. She got her surge from Unknown Army wearing her.
Mhm.
That was back in the day. Obviously, you see Chapter 1, Season 8. At that time, Unknown Army was one of the most popular controller players, and this skin was just it's a dope skin, man. It's not a skin that I wear personally, but I love the story of Unknown Army, and then also just what it did by itself after that surge.
You can take Siren.
Yeah, so number 17 is Siren. Now, Siren is very unique because Siren is worn by a lot of pros, but specifically if you go in the realm of that bench fishy and mongrel, this is one of those great skins, one that's undeniable. Like me and Dylan both say a lot. This is not a skin that I personally wear, but the usage rate is through the roof. Series 3 is definitely holding her back when it comes to this list because if she was in Series 2, then she would be a lot higher than this. But I'm glad that she did make the list because she definitely deserves it.
And everything you said, I agree with. Not a skin I wear, not a card
Mhm.
I'm chasing, but definitely has a huge fan
Yeah,
base.
yeah,
So it definitely
huge.
belongs on this list. Red Knight, number
Oh,
16.
yeah,
Um, Red Knight is OG, and
yeah,
for a while there, it was really OG, and then
yeah.
it came back in the
When
item
they
shop.
released it, yep.
But the usage for the knights is up there, like 3 stars is
Mhm,
impressive. The
mhm,
card is beautiful. We don't
yeah,
talk too much about high sales, but like she has some of the record sales for
yeah,
Fortnite.
yeah.
Um, just a beautiful card, legendary. Chapter one. I mean, series one, chapter two. Chapter one, season two.
Mhm,
It's just amazing card. I'm not a huge fan, like Rob has said in the past, of like red
mhm,
and black,
mhm.
but I never pulled this card.
Yeah,
So, like, I have that thorn in my side.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
was around for series one
Mhm,
and I ripped thousands of fat packs and I
mhm.
never pulled even a
Alri
hollow.
Yeah,
Not one. And then I
yeah.
even ripped a whole bunch of mega boxes, Italy mega boxes. Never
Mhm,
got a cracked ice. I have
mhm.
never pulled this card except for in base.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's saying a lot for how much I open.
For sure. And to add on to Red Knight, I will say this, we'll give you a little tidbit. Just look out for Frozen Red Knight in Series 3. We don't know where she'll fall. She could surge up because I will have to look at it again, but s- Frozen Red Knight is very popular, not as popular as an OG like this. Love that she's in original Red Knight is in Series 1. But yeah, this is just a great skin, man. It really is. I love it. Number 15. Number 15 is Drift. I have in my eyes, so obviously when I first started playing the game, by this time I started actually getting fairly good. This was chapter 1, season 5. I was playing a lot of duels and squads at this time. Drift was my first legit solo win, like a solo win where I felt like I really popped off. So he will always forever be one of my favorite skins. One of the best battle pass skins, especially to be a tier 1. I mean, usage is not as high as I would have thought it would have been, but the community votes, as in likes, marketing, scarcity of Series 1 set, the storyline, it's a great card. And I could have, in my head, he could have been higher, but I think this is a good spot for him as well.
I agree. In my head, I might have put him if I made the list. I might have put him
Yeah.
heavier too. But like looking at the stats, he is OG.
Mhm.
His likes were off the charts.
Off the chart. Yeah.
He had a huge drop off in usage, especially in
Hmm.
chapter three.
Hmm.
Um, but besides that, great skin. And if they do come out with the storyline with Lucky
Hmm.
Landing, all that kind of stuff,
Yeah,
um, I mean, huge potential for any of the drift storyline stuff.
for sure. For sure.
Elite Agent number 14. This is
I'll
a
let you
skin
take
I
this.
own, and I'm proud to own the Elite Agent, even though I don't rock her nearly
Hmm.
enough.
Hmm.
Um, this is one of those skins that they took the helmet off,
Hmm.
and it's Ramirez. We all
Yeah.
knew that, but
Yeah.
still, it kind of confirmed it that she's not
Hmm.
gonna beat anybody else. Like that's just Ramirez being an Elite Agent.
Yeah.
Um, super sweaty skin.
Hmm.
Now, for season three skin
Yeah.
to have 4.5 stars of usage is insane. Like, you do not
That's
understand
crazy.
how old this skin is. You cannot get it anymore.
Mhm.
You had to be playing in season 3 to get this skin.
Mhm.
That's going on 5 years.
Yeah, and what was she? Was she 60s or 80s for the battle pass? I can't
80s,
remember.
I believe
80s,
she was
yeah,
in the 80s,
80s,
I
yeah,
believe. Don't
yeah,
quote me. She was
yeah,
high up there, hard to get, and her usage is insane.
yeah,
Very OG. It just doesn't make sense for the usage to be that high.
yeah.
Um, so for this card, even being a Series 3 card, to make it to number 14 is
That's crazy.
impressive
That's crazy.
and well deserved.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
the fact that she beat out Drift, just we know Drift has fans, but like she came out before him
Mhm,
2 seasons, and look how much more usage she has than him.
mhm.
That has to mean something.
Has
So
to.
keep your eye out for Elite Agent, especially
A lot of
especially the
potential.
ones that are like mint condition because she
Yeah,
definitely has a line under
yeah.
her right elbow.
Mhm.
So a PSA 10 of her might be a really good collector's item.
Sure.
So number 13, we have Lynx. This came out in season 7. This is the season with Ice King, all the snow everywhere.
Great
Um,
season, favorite season, honestly.
This was a great season. This was one of my
Mhm,
favorite skins for a while. I mean,
mhm.
Squad used to color match with her because you could change her
Yeah,
color, and like
yeah,
you would see a full team of Lynxes. Now her
mhm.
usage is pretty high too, 3 stars.
Yeah,
She also has huge amounts of likes, and the thing with her, she's never dipped under top 100 used
yeah,
skins.
which is hard to do.
It's hard
Very
to
hard to
do,
do.
right? And like besides her skin as a cat,
Mhm,
she has like everyday style is just her human form, and she has a storyline with the Midas group with Meow Schools
mhm.
and all this in-game lore that is just brewing. So that's another reason why Lynx is so high up on this list. Is she's used heavily, both in competitive before the superheroes, and she has so much potential in the storyline wise. Great
Yep.
card, one of my favorites for the series 2 cards.
Oh, number 12 is Bright Bomber. I mean, I say this a lot, but there's probably a handful of iconic skins, and she is definitely one of them. She actually has storyline lore. If you don't know, she was one of the first appearances in the comic books, the first appearance if you add Kit Bash, depending on how you look at the actual comic. But also Bright Bomber was a part of the marketing for the Apple and Epic Games fight. She was the one that threw the pickaxe at the screen. I mean, and besides her being legit one of the most popular chapter one skins, she still has great usage and the scarcity of series one. Bright Bomber is it for sure.
Yeah, Bright Bomber having a usage of 2 stars without having Chapter 1 data is crazy because
Mm-hmm.
she was heavily used in
Heavily.
Chapter 1. She
Yeah.
was like the go-to skin.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so creative, and it just speaks Fortnite.
Yeah.
There's like maybe 5 to 7 skins that just speak Fortnite,
Yes.
and Bright Bomber is on that list.
Definitely one of them.
Next we have Dynamo, number
Wow.
11. I'm gonna let you speak on Dynamo, Rob,
Yeah.
because you have a lot of like
Yeah.
experience with this
Yeah.
skin.
Yeah. So Dynamo is unique because when she first came out, everybody hated the skin. Like legit. It was the way we talk about Flytrap. It just was not a popular skin. Then Mitro, I never know if I say his name right, but I think it's Mitro. It might be. Whatever. Y'all can correct me if y'all want to. Either way, he started wearing this skin and he popped off. He had one of the best games ever. You can look it up. And after that, I promise you, it legit did not have a drop off at all, barely at all. It has been popular since then. Usage rate through the roof, scarcity of series one. But overall, this is one of the ones where I think the community and as a total could not believe that this skin was this popular. Dynamo is definitely a disruptor when it comes to the way you view a skin.
Yeah, so Dynamo is one that I knew was going to be on a top list someday.
Yeah,
I'm glad it
yeah,
has to be ours. I
yeah,
hate this skin.
yeah,
I do. I thought it's ugly. I've always thought it was
yeah,
ugly. But I knew like this was a sweaty skin before sweaty skins.
yeah,
And it's just like I knew this was gonna be up there on the list, and I've
yeah,
seen them go on eBay for pretty cheap a lot of the times, and I was like, "Man, I could really just buy that and just wait." But,
yeah,
like, you know what I do? I only buy the skins that I wear, and I can't buy this card. I know this is gonna go to a collector that enjoys this skin.
yeah,
So that's Dynamo, almost breaking the top 10, rightfully so. Series 1, I think it belongs up there.
for sure. We appreciate you watching the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below of what card surprised you and what you're expecting from the rest of the list. And you can also subscribe to Fortnite.com for any updates or giveaways. And we will see y'all next video.